Gladiators, the show where we discuss and debate literature in all of its forms. If it's written work, it's game. Let's meet the panel.
I'm Larry.
Hey, I'm Austin.
I'm Tori.
And I'm Josh. And today we are going to be going over a fairy tale. People, when they think about fairy tales, they think about the Brothers Grimm or Hans Christian Andersen, who are remarkable with the tales that they have told and how those tales have turned into very familiar phenomenons. If you haven't read the tale, you probably watched or at least heard of the Disney adaptation.
Yeah, I've seen some very.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going over a Russian fairy tale today, and that particular one is called Misery. This version was collected and told by Alexander Afanasyev, and this particular version of the tale in this collection has been edited by, or has been translated by Norbert Gutterman. And because it's pretty basic in its nature, the discussion starter that I want to propose is, what do you feel was this tale's strategy in personifying misery? How well was it executed?
Little guy on your shoulder?
Yeah, I feel like it was he was embodied pretty well throughout the entire thing. It was interesting.
Little guy to me, misery reminded me of a leprechaun, a miserable leprechaun.
Yeah, he was.
I just thought of him as like another person, like a regular sized person.
At first, I thought so myself.
Yeah, it's not until about 3/4 in.
When he's sitting on his neck, it could be.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because when I read that, I was like, is
Just
this...
imagine like. For
I
the
was like, is this
person.
an idiom that I just don't
I don't
know what
think
it
he was
means?
this big, kind
No,
of
I
small.
imagine he
think
was significantly sized for. I feel like misery would not be, big.
Mhm.
I think he was, though. Don't you get the impression he's only like that big?
Maybe leprechaun size, but
How big is a leprechaun?
In my head, I imagined him to be like,
3 or 4 feet.
yeah, toddler sized or child sized, because considerable weight. Misery can weigh down on you.
Yeah, I think, granted, misery in itself is, I think it's just the way, it was a very well constructed allegory because this misery leads him to drink because he's miserable, because he's envious of his brother who has everything.
His brother's not that nice. Let's talk about
I think
that.
his brother,
His brother's not that nice. He's like, come to my fancy party. Oh wait, we forgot to feed you. Bye.
I think his brother though, I like when his brother approaches misery, and the brother becomes jealous because the other brother was able to rid himself of it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he becomes miserable, but he gets rid of it through a game of hide and seek.
Yeah, that's the best. Is
I
how he gets rid of misery.
I think in itself, I think the nature of it is hysterical, and I'd love to see it adapted.
Yeah, I mean, it had that feeling of this is definitely like one of those oral stories that have been passed down and created into the fable that it is. So there are certain elements that like are interesting, like the way that they actually, and this is something that I found interesting, nobody really dies all that much in it. Like Misery, I think, is the only person who maybe like has it out.
A pretty cruel death, too.
Yeah, and a vindicated death, which you don't usually see in fairy tales. There's usually somebody who, their mom or their dad is dead, they're an orphan, they have terrible, like, the tropes, those cliches. But there wasn't a lot of those cliches going on in here. It was just the fantastical creature that causes you to spontaneously, like, need to drink and sell your oxen and whatnot.
I thought it was very strange. I felt like it read like it was like a really bad dare advert.
Yes.
Like they're like, don't drink, kids. This is what will happen to you.
It was a good PSA.
That's pretty brilliant, though.
Because
It did a good job, yeah.
Yeah, like some of the stuff, I don't know. I just didn't get it. There were things they were setting up that I thought was going to happen, and then nothing happened.
Exactly.
I was like, whose gold is this? I was waiting to find out that it was the brothers' gold, and then they were going to fight and kill each other or something. That didn't happen. It was just someone's
I
gold.
thought it would be like, I don't know, like greed's money or something, where like there'd be another personification that would be pulled into the mix, and then you'd have to grapple with that, or honesty, or
It's a
honesty, or
little
something
too
like that.
complicated.
There's
True, but like, why does misery? Like, what I also don't get is I mean, I guess it's good saying that misery sometimes is useful because misery is what leads him to find the gold.
Exactly, yeah.
So I guess it is kind of saying, like, sometimes you're sad, kids, but it's okay. You'll get through it. Just throw them under a rock.
But the spontaneous is like, hey, I'm misery, let's go drinking.
There, that misery goes about for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it either.
There
I
are
don't get
parts
what
of
makes
this-
him miserable either.
That's the fact that it's just like magically like, oh, I'm sad, I'm gonna go drink now. And everybody's like, okay. It's like this random dude that everybody knows is like, you good? And he's like, no.
I get the idea of like why he meets misery and he thinks things are gonna go well in his life and they end up going really south. So I get that he's like, crap, I thought that my brother was gonna be nice to me and we're gonna have a natural relationship, but now I'm back in hard times. So instead of dealing with this, I'm just gonna go drink. And I get all that. But I don't know, the character of misery himself, I'm like, where did he come from? Like, they're at a party, and he's just like, hey, I'm here, dude, what's going on?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, who invited you? Why are you here?
I imagine like a short Zach Galifianakis following somebody around. I don't know why, but that was like a beardy, like...
So Zach Galifianakis could fight him in a film adaptation.
Yeah, right?
Just following you around,
And
you're
maybe
like, dude,
maybe Seth Rogen can be
He's just great, man.
This
yeah,
needs to be
exactly.
like an
Seth
SNL
Rogen is-
skit.
Oh my god, that's what I felt like. This is what I think is really, really interesting with, especially like fairy tales like these, is you know that this has been told over and over and over again, so it's stolen different pieces from other stories. And that I feel like this is a perfect example of just because it's written down doesn't necessarily mean that that's the original version of it.
When was it
like
written down?
I have no idea. But Shakespeare stole off
I
of
could
other
probably
like
tell a
oral
story on a
stories
whim.
and stuff like that. But like, yeah, this feels like somebody was like, the obnoxious little kids are sitting there and they're like, if you don't do this, misery will make you like get drunk and you'll die in a ditch somewhere. And that story kind of grew into this. And there's a reason why it's not a very well-known fairy
This
tale.
particular collection has been rewritten many of times, but
I feel like maybe there's
I was just trying
the
to...
something-
translator,
Well-
this was originally collected in 1866.
There you go.
1866.
There you go. There's, I feel like we've lost some stuff in translation and we've gained some stuff unnecessarily, but it feels like that kind of story that somebody decided to parcel together from. You have these instances and you have the Prince and the Pauper aspect of it. Okay, we have that. Now we have the magical, plight. Okay, so now you've gotten rid of that. Okay, well, how are we going to get rid of him for good? And it has a very rudimentary feel of a fairy tale to it. With that being said, it's a fun little read. It's a read where you're like, okay. So it's a weirder fairy tale, but it's a fun one.
It
Yeah,
has
I
its
agree. I don't
purpose.
know what
Yeah,
you're
it does
supposed to
its
get out of it.
purpose.
I don't know. I just know. He's like, you go. Okay, so the brother goes over to his brother. And is like, I want to work, so that you can help me out. So he works for him. He gives him a loaf of bread. And then the guy's happy about it. So I guess that brother doesn't like it very much, that he's happy that he gave him a loaf of bread, just kind of stiffing him. So he's like, well, come over tomorrow and I'll really stiff you.
Yeah,
I'll really show you what I think
The
you-
whole plot, the whole setup for that is just very, very weird. The whole entire thing is very weird, but I would suggest reading it.
I agree 110%.
Read it,
The
just read
brother's
it.
like, he's like, I'm gonna sing on my way home because everybody else is singing. And his wife's like, don't sing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I want to sing. So he starts singing, and then Misery starts singing. And that's where we
Zach
see Misery
Galifianakis
come
starts
from nowhere.
following him.
Yeah.
It's like, why at that moment? He's singing.
Final thoughts, anyone?
It had essences of, like I said, all these other, it had very other vague fairy tale influences in there. So it's very, very fun to read. I think that's, in the end, it's fun to read. I would love to see a visual adaptation of this just to see how crazy it is. I would definitely love to see somebody take that on, and maybe if Zach Galifianakis could sign on to be Misery, I'd be very happy.
Seth Rogen is the president.
No, not really, but
Who would be the brother? Someone.
it has to be
I
like
feel like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yes.
Brother. He's
Absolutely.
like very funny, but also can be really cold.
Yeah, I would love to see that, and then we'd have to have, I don't know, but it would be.
Those are the three
weird to
major
see.
roles. Everybody else is just supportive.
I feel like in lieu of like the crazy movies that we've had out recently, this movie, if you made it into a full-fledged thing, movie, video, it would probably go over very, very well. Because
I
it
feel
makes
like-
no sense.
I feel like it's just a very strange story. I think if I had read it as, if I was thinking of it as like a satire, making fun of other fairy tales, I would have enjoyed it
That's a
more.
good spin on it, yeah.
But like as a fairy tale itself, I really don't like it. I think that I don't know. I just think that like it sets up things and then nothing happens.
I disagree.
It doesn't
with
go
that.
anywhere, in my opinion.
Dude, you're so right.
It does.
Maybe it's because I'm not Russian, but I don't get it.
Well, leading to that, this is from, do you think this has any reflection on culture and storytelling traditions
Oh, absolutely.
of Russian?
Absolutely, because
Probably
it talks
does.
about being productive, and the person stops being productive because Misery tells him, "Hey, let's go drinking." He's like, "Okay." So the two of them just go drinking, and then they, end up in a copious
Actually,
amount of
it's
debt.
let's go drinking. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't have any money. Oh,
Exactly.
no, you can
He's
sell,
always
you can
just
sell
like,
this.
no, it's good. It's good. We can do this. And he's like, okay. So it's kind of this weird.
Start with the sheepskin and then sell the cart and the oxen.
So I
and then
guess
the
it's
white
still,
dress.
just.
In your house.
Yeah,
that's what has to
exactly.
sell it.
I like how he's just like, she's got two dresses. It's fine. She doesn't need two dresses. Just sell one of those. So it's just.
But it's a fairy tale, so it's meant. It doesn't need to be.
No,
It doesn't need to make sense.
It strongly leans on that suspension of disbelief, but I guess that's not really something that was. If you're sitting around a campfire and the day is, done and you want some sort of entertainment, this was entertaining.
I think this would be a story that would be fun to tell at a party.
Oh,
I agree.
Yes.
I think that it is, yeah. I think I can see that. I can absolutely see myself a few drinks in at a bar being like, do I hear a really funny
it's
story?
very much an oral
Everyone
tradition
really
sort of
likes
story.
story.
Yeah, it's a
But then what are you going to do
rambling.
when people start asking you questions?
They'd be like, I'm
Well,
getting
why
it.
did Misery show
Have
up?
another drink.
Drink
Why
the
did Misery
misery
live in a
out.
pot of gold? Why this? Why that?
But yeah, that's why I think you have to be a few drinks in to drink.
I don't think people
So
question
you can just be like,
stories
"Shut
as much back then. Like there was no critical analysis of what was the representation of the ditch. So that kind of stuff was lacking.
Alrighty. If you're interested in reading this and some more Russian fairy tales, here is the Pantheon collection of Russian fairy tales put together by Alexander Afanasyev and translated by Robert Goodman. And I'm definitely convinced to read more of these. I have a little collection going on of the Pantheon and some other multicultural fairy tales, which really intrigue me. Be sure to join us next time for another episode of Gladiators. For now, keep reading.